Oh, hello. Are you boys here to look at the refrigerator?
No.
We're here to look at the TV. Oh.
Look at what? Cha-cha-cheetah. Free-wheel bicycle.
Massive feedback.
Yeah!
What up?
Yeah.
Welcome to, well, I guess we can't really say happy Friday.
Yeah,
because
happy
it's Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Yeah,
Three-wheel bicycle, live from Casper, Wyoming.
I'm CVV.
I'm Jake.
I'm Josh. I'm Tom.
I'm Clayton.
Nice to have you guys.
It's good to be here. Thanks for having us.
The Cottonwood Boys.
Yeah.
You bet.
Heck yeah.
We're on tour.
Yeah,
Yep.
Where you guys from? Let's tell the audience where you guys are from.
We're from Rapid City. This is the fourth day of our We Are the Liquor tour.
Heck yeah.
This is night number 4.
Yeah, it's
Perfect.
all right. It's running together.
It's
Nice.
like our 6th gig tonight.
Good, man. That's amazing.
Yep.
That's hella cool.
We're playing some good music, drinking a lot of good beer. Some good mead last night in Gillette.
Oh, yeah, you went to
Lot
the
of
meadery?
good mead.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man.
It was tasty.
I had a buddy
Yeah.
in Colorado who used to make mead. It was
My friend here makes mead. It's way good.
It's pretty
It
sweet.
is.
So it's, man,
Yeah.
It goes a long way.
It does.
right.
Yeah.
I had a friend that his last name was Mead.
Really?
I did too. That's weird. Is his name Mike?
No,
Oh,
Roger.
well, never mind. Different mead.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Well, hey, thank you for everybody that's tuning in right now. We got a few people.
That's
pretty
good.
rad on a Saturday.
It is. It's way different for us. We usually do this on Friday nights, so. But
Cool.
it's a special episode, so thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Hella cool.
Are you less hungover on Fridays than on Saturdays?
Yes.
Likewise.
All good and stuff.
So we should probably interview you guys, right?
You can, man. Yeah, let's hear it.
Oh, well, so where are you guys playing at tonight? We should probably get that out of the way.
Yeah, we're playing tonight at Blacktooth here in Casper at their new location. We kick off at 7.
Nice.
And we go till 10 o'clock. And we'll be playing 3 hours of music and getting some good beers and some good food.
Mm-hmm.
Down at a place that's pretty new here. Could use the love and attention.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I went there a couple times. One night it was so packed there's nowhere to sit. So
Never mind. You heard it here first. They don't need the help.
Well, it's cool. So is this the first time you guys have played in Casper then?
In this group, yes.
Yep.
And the Cottonwood Boys, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yep.
But
First time we're new.
we played at the Beacon Club a couple of times with another country band we play with.
that's hecka cool.
Yeah, I should say we're new with this group, and we're definitely not new to the game at all.
Yeah. So how long has the Cottonwood Boys been a thing or a group? What would you?
2 months, maybe?
Yeah, first gig I think was at the end of January or the beginning of February, and then we had like a whole month and a half till our second gig, which was I think last week. And so it was kind of like, all right, here guys, here's the newest band in the Black Hills. You need to pay attention to Cottonwood Boys live, And
Cool.
then we had just 2 or about a month and a half of nothing following that.
Yeah.
Here's a brand new band. See you in a couple of months.
That's
And
hilarious.
so after this run, though, the summer's kind of going to be the same way. We're so busy with the other band, just freelancing and that kind of thing.
That's cool,
Yeah,
dude.
we're becoming weekday warriors, though. The weekends aren't the problem. It's still on Sunday through Thursday, but
Right.
people are biting.
That's
Shit,
good.
Go back to normal in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hella cool. So you guys probably play a bunch of South Dakota too, right? In your other bands and
A little
such
bit.
too.
A little bit.
Cool.
Yep. This tour is South Dakota, Wyoming, and Nebraska, so we try to keep it in that area because we got a whole other state to cross to go east anywhere.
Right.
So there's not really much in between that's worth them making that drive out to just yet.
Yeah.
Sioux Falls has a bunch of shit. That'd be all right.
Yeah.
That's a long ways too. It's 6 hours.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's nothing much in the middle.
Yeah, if we were doing something like that, we'd try and get a whole week-long run and maybe go to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Maybe get up to the Great Lakes. Maybe go down to Iowa, where I'm from, and go through Nebraska, where Tom's from. So it's like you're trying to go somewhere and your first stop is 6 hours away. like I better find a couple other stops to make, otherwise this ain't gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
Nice.
If there's anyone listening from the Great Lakes area, we want to come play. Let's go. Figure it out.
Figured it.
Oh,
Figure it
out. So when I put this out on the Spotify's, all the MRAD platforms, the link will be in your guys' link will be in the description and all that shit too. So
Perfect.
if you guys want to know where to check these guys out.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Stevie's all about the
like-
links, man.
Like and subscribe, you guys.
All the good stuff.
This is that part where it's like we have the point the camera zooms in. Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram,
Yeah.
at Cottonwood Boys.
And then it says we got a buzzing going on.
Really?
Yes, pretty tough.
Just the end. Just the end.
Is it me?
Boys right there.
Shit.
Is this because of our phones? Or what?
It could be. It could be mine, too.
That's odd.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. Is it overpowering everything else?
This shit happens.
Everybody's phones away from a microphone.
Mine is. Mine's pretty far away from it.
Sit on
Yeah? Sit on it, Fonzie. Hey!
it. I know, right? No, it's not.
We grew together.
Yeah,
We don't
same
want to say
thing.
it.
It's like 1970s.
Yeah,
Fonzie.
yeah, it's just he grew up a little bit, but he didn't. So what's up? Where we at? Sponsors. We should shout out to our sponsors real quick.
Well,
Bush
I
Light?
don't know. I got my phone on.
Keystone Light, brother.
Is that what this is? Oh, Keystone Light?
Yes. Shout out to Mobile Onsite Oil. They are located down on 2nd Street. Get your oil changed quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Heck yeah.
And then we got the little shop of burgers. Before you guys leave, you got
Little shop of burgers.
Yeah, man. It's a pretty good joint.
they got awesome burgers. It's a horror themed place too.
It seems to be a big catch on because I remember growing up in Des Moines, we had Zombie Burger, and they ended up getting a bunch of different locations. And then I've heard like other places like Monster Burger. I feel like ghouls and burgers just go well together. Apparently,
Yep. Spooky burgers.
they'll possess you with good food.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you're looking to get a tattoo, TwoBulls.
Ivan
Two Bulls,
TwoBulls. It's in Mills by the Subway. Yep.
So we know to get our burgers and tattoos. This tour is finished.
Yep.
And let's see what else.
Trailer Park Baker.
What is that?
One of our friends.
Yeah, she makes some rad cakes,
Oh,
cupcakes.
like all the things. Yeah.
You have a shop stuff. She'll make it.
Is she open right now?
Gotcha.
She's working.
That's awesome.
Is it by appointment only? I mean,
Yeah, I think so.
It's like a request.
Call and make a
Call
cake.
her up, be like, I need one of the cake like this, and she'll make it happen. Well, and they're good.
And
Yeah.
It's pretty. They're good as hell.
Cool.
Oh, and then we got
That's like an art theme.
Right.
it is.
Oh, definitely.
Shout out to Vanderheiden Design.
Oh, man. That's him, by the way.
Shameless self promotion.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
That's all right.
Can we cuss on
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Too far.
Fuck it anyways.
Dude, I saw a Facebook, or not Facebook, I saw a meme the other day of this guy that owned, it was this company, like a landscaping company, had a picture of a guy sitting on there and said, you know, here's our employee of the month. You know, he's won a fishing trip, full expenses paid to Arkansas. Let's congratulate him. And then the caption underneath is like his daughter saying, Dad, this is your own company and you're the only employee in it. Why are you making these posts? So you're a long ways away from the overly aggressive self-promotion.
That's hilarious.
Oh, we got the band Repent. Shout out to them guys.
Repent.
Yep.
Are they local? Cast?
Yeah, metal band.
Cool. How many
Pretty
members
cool.
in that band?
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two guitars. No, wait. It's 5. 2 guitars, a bass, a singer, and a drummer. Yeah,
And
They've been on the show.
they're pretty badass.
they are.
They're way badass.
Cool.
You were talking about some shows you've done before. You said something earlier about drinking terrible liquids or like liquors or something.
Oh yeah.
What was the worst one you ever had?
I pretty much puked on almost all of them. It came pretty close.
What are you guys drinking?
Oh, so we just make really weird random
Oh.
shots, like mixed shots.
Yeah.
Like we did tequila and Tabasco, which was fucking horrible.
That's
Then
Prairie Fire, isn't it?
yeah, it's fucking horrible. And then like hot dog flavored water and vodka and like ketchup and mustard and vodka. Like, dude, bacon grease and vodka, like all the things. And like, yeah, he gagged on 90% of them. There's one that I almost lost it. It was a relish one with
But
like,
bacon grease ain't that crazy because I came across this thing the other day called fat washing liquors. And so, like, you take a bottle of like whiskey, and you take like whatever oil you want. It could be something as simple as like olive oil or like sesame oil. You take some like crazy ass oil that you can get too, and you just put them together like in a bottle, and you shake it up. Put it in the fridge for a little bit until it settles, and the fat or the oils will like rise to the top and be like this thing that you just pull out, and then you just strain the whiskey through like a coffee filter, and it takes on the flavor of the oil. So they do like bacon grease whiskey.
that's crazy, man. See, I didn't think it was that bad, to be honest. I mean, it was
like
just
bacon
that
vodka and
it
all
was
that,
a texture of it, that was
Sounds
really
like-
bad.
Sounds like some hipster shit. to me.
Dude,
Dude, for real.
yeah, I saw it too. It's like that's the hipsteriest thing I've ever freaking seen.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
You said coffee filter, but really they're using cheesecloth. Or
Yeah, there you
something.
go. It's organic.
See, like a maple bacon bourbon would be awesome.
well, yeah.
Just make
It would,
yourself. You
yeah.
can get
No, it
even
would
like
be
a
good.
cheap bottle, like George Dickel or Red Crow, and then just put some bacon grease in it and make yourself some maple bacon whiskey
That'd be awesome.
for $20.
Or like a
You can get some crazy oils,
Barbecue sauce,
like
that's awesome.
maple bourbon.
Cool Ranch Doritos and some shit.
We were just talking about this actually.
This is my flaming hot Cheeto vodka.
Oh my god, yeah, no shit.
Of course, I made it myself.
So that
The Martha Stewart of vodka making.
Jake, how was you feeling the next day after eating that chip?
Oh, fine, actually.
Was that one chip?
Yeah,
challenge?
I was fine the next day.
What is it?
Passing it was not very fun.
What happens if you just swallow it?
It would suck. It's hell no matter what you do.
Do you have to eat it dry?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
mine turned into a powder and I
I was
couldn't
gonna say, what
swallow
if you
it, so I
just
chugged
put
a
it into a
fucking
powder and then
beer.
On the hatch, you don't even taste it.
You can try it. We have one over there. You want it?
Is that what's in the caution tape
Mhm.
boxes?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Dude, I gotta sing and not dehydrate myself.
Oh, yeah, you probably won't want to sing
Or
after
have my
that.
intestines come out the back. No.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal, dude. I ate the fuck out of hot food, and it was
What is it?
it's a chip, dude. It's like has like Carolina
Ghost.
Reaper and
Oh.
scorpion, Trinidad scorpion pepper.
Do you like a sign?
Oh,
do you need to,
God.
like sign a waiver before you eat it?
There's all the warnings here.
However much they are, it's you signing the waiver.
I want to look at it.
It,
I'll smell
like,
That's all
I'm
it is.
Norwegian and Swedish and German, and black pepper is spicy.
Whoa.
I took a bite off the corner of that thing
What?
and was like,
Have a gander, buddy.
no.
It's crazy.
And I guess
Read the back,
we
man.
didn't do it the right way, according to
Yeah.
No, we didn't. We totally didn't.
Wait.
Yeah.
We're supposed to wait,
I
like, 10
fuck
minutes
that,
after
man.
you
I
eat
chugged a
it,
beer
and
and
do what
fucking
you do.
devoured an ice cream
No,
cone.
I gotta get this out of my.
Yeah.
It was rugged.
He was on the floor
I
fucking
thought
sweating
Stevie
his balls
was-
off.
I thought I was gonna have the GCPR.
Doing the
Yeah.
sideways worm.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, he was
horrible.
in
My friend,
pain.
One time, me and this whole house, they ate like Carolina Reaper, like just a whole pepper each. And
Oh
we
my
had to go a
God.
half hour without any liquids or nothing, and they filmed the whole thing, so they're just like crawling around, just gasping. Like,
Oh my
please put me out of
God.
my misery.
No
Smother
way.
me with a pillow or bring me milk.
Yeah, I just
Take a
laid
shower.
down on the ground with the concrete.
Yeah. We were watching some hot ones on the way down here too. So
That's good, huh? That's
Yeah.
fun. I like the one with Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Squaresbird.
Yeah,
We
he's
love Dave
he's one of
Grohl.
my favorite people. I know that shit's wild, isn't it, dude?
Upcoming shows. Next week we will have this game on.
Oh,
which
nice.
is going to be awesome. He'll be back again. And then, so April 8th at 5:30 down at the Nicolason is going to be the reception
Uh-huh.
for the art show. And then after that, Bob and Ray are going to be on, man. We're going to have the Sunday brunch.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Sunday Brunch Podcast, Bob and Ray. They're super dope.
Hell yeah.
They're another good local podcast, and they kind of do the same thing, too.
Cool.
Yeah, she has her own art studio and stuff.
Yeah, she
It's
makes
pretty cool.
this really cool jewelry.
They do Sunday morning podcasts by chance?
Well,
How does that work?
I
Oh, you record on Tuesday and they release it on
I don't know
Sunday.
if that's you're supposed to disclose that.
Well, nobody told me that.
Yeah.
So,
You see it here first. 3 My School gets canceled.
yeah. Spoiler alert.
Screenshot now. This is the last you're going to get.
For everybody, so you guys don't know what it is, but
What's it sound like?
What's it sound?
Can you hear everything out
Tom is a producer.
Oh,
He has
cool.
a studio in Rapid City. It's Cottonwood Studios.
Oh,
And
wait.
that's where we
Sweet.
got our name, Cottonwood Boys.
Nice.
And him and I met because I was recording bass for a friend. And that's how we ended up being in the country band together because they needed a bass player and I needed a job. And then so Tom and I have just been, chumming it for a couple of years now.
Cool.
But, Tom does most of the engineering, all the engineering on our songs. And like we kind of
Sounds
co-produce.
so bad.
That's the confidence that this band needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a leader right there, folks.
We're the Cottonwood Boys. Hope you're ready to party. That's cool with you.
That's
Here's a
hilarious.
song about murder, if that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that,
That's amazing. That's amazing.
that last murder.
So our music's badass.
the song, and I apologize, I got it wrote down. The one about the coal miner. Not coal miner, but the dude that got buried.
Got killed.
Watchman of Spokane.
Yeah. So there's this ghost town in the Black Hills, and it's just south of Keystone where Mount Rushmore is and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Spokane, and it's a short little walk into the woods. And there's just a few old barns and some stuff, and some really cool old cars that if they hadn't been left to rust would be worth like a fortune right now. But it's just a bunch of holes dug in the ground, and there's this one gravestone of a James Fernando Shepherd. And when you stumble across a gravestone in the middle of the woods, you think there's probably a story behind this. So I looked it up and found an article, and then I just did a bunch more research on it. And this guy came to the Black Hills, for the silver mines, and it was like the late or early 1900s. The mine was kind of fizzling out and whatnot, and so people were just kind of not really working the claim and not tilling it. And they kind of, and some people, if you let the paperwork, and you didn't slip and you didn't keep up with claiming the mine, like technically someone could jump on it and claim it. And this guy went and did that, and he's stuck his flag. He's like, "This is my claim now." And the guy that owned it, Frank Cox, and his son showed up later that night and shot him with a shotgun. And it was like a super stormy night, and they got a neighbor to ride 30 miles to Custer, and the sheriff and doctor got there the next day to hear him say like, "Frank Cox shot me," and that was the only thing that they'd ever heard, because when they did the trial, they had no evidence other than Frank saying that, or other than James saying that on his deathbed. So those guys never went to jail or hung for killing him either. So it's just kind of this fascinating story that I wanted to
Holy
tell in
shit.
a song. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. Like, I pictured the whole thing while you're talking. I was like, cool.
Trying to picture
Yeah, I could see it. Stormy night, it's all rain and lightning. Shoots this dude.
Get off my claim.
Get off my claim.
Well, there's a rumor that the Marshall Tucker band, Fire on the Mountain, is kind of based off that guy. It's just like a
Oh, really?
blues rumor.
That's cool.
So I'd like to think Tom and I wrote like the first song about this rarely known story.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but if you like
good
music and you like what you hear so far, camera zooms in.
Yeah.
Go to Spotify,
Apple Music,
or Bandcamp,
Tidal.
because Bandcamp is Bandcamp rocks.
Yeah.
Bandcamp rocks.
I
Yeah,
didn't
man.
look on there.
It's good streaming, and you can pay
I can
bands
find
what you want.
songs I can find.
Because when you pay your $5, whatever, for a Spotify Premium or whatever it is anymore, like you don't know that your money is going to your friend's band that you're listening to. It's all just kind of pooled and split out, so your money doesn't actually necessarily go to that. So it's like Bandcamp is awesome because people that like the music can go and donate whatever they want. That $5 they spend on unlimited streaming, they could be like, well, I'm just gonna give my friends that I know $5, $10. Hell, we've had $20 for one song.
Cool.
Just a download of it, and you get to keep the download too. It's hopefully one day going to take Spotify over. But
You guys got merch.
I have Spotify. It's $10 a month.
It's worth it.
We got a question.
I like it.
Got a question.
You got a question?
Uh-oh.
We just got a question.
So, how long have y'all been playing music individually, and what was your inspiration to begin?
Yeah, to the genesis of Tommy Ferrari.
Boy, I've been playing music probably guitar and drums since I was like 11 or 12 years old, I guess.
Holy shit.
I'll be 30 this year, so whatever that math is.
At least 5.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then inspirations, the Beatles. Basically, that's what ignited
Perfect.
it all, man. It's
Perfect.
The Beatles.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Clayton?
You can always tell you sing kind of like someone. You sing like a modern day Beatles.
I'll sing
member.
like Ringo.
I'd like to be.
I'm never see.
That's hilarious.
Clayton, what about you?
I first started just like trying to play guitar when I think I was 7 because my sister got an electric guitar for Christmas, which got her way more cool points in the family, which I could not stand for. So I started sneaking into her room to learn guitar.
Dude, same with my older brother.
Yeah.
He started before me. Yeah.
And then you kind of get that jealousy thing where it's like, what? Now Caitlin's the coolest one in the family. Caitlin sucks. I'm going to guitar. So I'd sneak into her room and play guitar while she was gone. And then finally my mom gave me her acoustic guitar. And the rest was history. And I graduated high school, but I played in a little combo with a few friends, playing jazz and funk music. And then I went off to music school. And then after that, I've just pretty much been a full-time musician since 2019.
So we talked
That's
about this
amazing.
yesterday.
That's way cool, man.
His whole lives, basically.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I think between the two of us, we've been playing professionally for at least, combined at least 20 years.
Damn.
Probably at least professionally 10 years each.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Trying to get a little.
I grew up around musicians. Like my grandpa is hella good.
Cool.
My uncle was an amazing guitar player. It's pretty awesome. It's good to see you guys still rocking it, man.
Right? You can tell in Tom's recordings how he listened to the Beatles. Like I can always tell, like your techniques and your like approach to it's very
Old school.
very old school.
Yeah. That's why it sounds so good for the record. Just so you guys know.
Oh yeah.
Just
Yeah,
for
we recorded-
listeners at home.
Yeah, we recorded Watching in Spokane in his studio with a live band. We had Kent Moore on the bass, and then Ducky DeWalt on the banjo.
Stevie Wonder on the piano.
Making
It was just us.
That's
It was just us.
I think you had.
I like Stevie Wonder.
Oh, who doesn't like Stevie Wonder?
But we recorded. It does sound. Oh, should we not give away the secrets of the studio magic?
Just
Even
it
though
sounds
really
like
it's
a
just-
live band.
Even though it's really just you and me,
Yeah.
just like hollering back at each other.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit.
That sounded bad. Let's run it again.
It's a lot of Tom just telling me to try again. It's a lot of me swearing and voice cracking.
A lot of coughing.
A lot of coughing.
A lot of sneezing. A lot
We
of
need our own soundboard.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of Clayton just yelling random.
Here, let's hit it again.
obscenities.
Shit! Let's hit it. Shit, hit it.
Oh, you wanted to record? I forgot to press record on that one. Sorry, buddy.
You son of a bitch.
Dude, that'll happen sometimes. We'll go through a whole take, or like halfway through when Tom be like, I forgot to hit record.
That has never happened once. Maybe once.
We're really selling the Cottonwood studio.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, but wait, if you listen to those songs,
It
for
is-
real though, you'll
It,
hear
it speaks for itself.
it does its thing.
Good.
I've done that shit before too, where I forget to hit the record, like when I'm doing paint videos. and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's when you really nail it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, you're so into your element, and you're like so into your thing. It's like nothing else matters. Who fucking cares at that point? You know, just think, oh, oops,
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
But when you're trying to capture something,
Yeah.
you know, for longevity purposes,
Right.
I'm pretty excited to. Well, it'll be a while since I'm leaving did hear the one song that we talked about already, but I'm excited to sit out here and fucking jam your guys' shit.
We got to get
Always
some more
like
stuff
listening
out
to-
for you.
Yeah.
We got 2 songs. Say.
We got more in the works though.
I have listened to both of them, and
Yeah?
I dig it.
Yeah, heck
I
yeah.
used to do security at Four Corners Folk Festival
Cool.
when I was a little bit younger, when I met my wife, pretty much.
Oh,
In Joseph Springs, Colorado, it was awesome.
you still have any connections up there?
Yeah, probably.
What
Yeah,
do you think about it? Get us,
she does.
get us a gig.
Yeah,
We're till you ride ready.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever
I saw
that
some
is, yeah.
Cool ass stuff, man. We got to hang out with some cool bands after that was done. And
That's way cool.
It was
I
awesome.
was the band liaison for a small period of time, so I
Yeah,
got
it's
to
pretty badass.
hang out with everybody.
Cool.
Some big names. It was pretty cool thing.
The point of that was that I dig bluegrass.
Yeah.
I like all
No, I
kinds
feel
of
it.
music. But
You should play in Lander.
I get down with some bluegrass.
You should go to Lander one time. Play in Lander. There's a bluegrass scene in that town, especially during the summer.
Right.
There's like a outdoor leadership school, so there's a bunch of people that rock climb and fish and all that stuff. That crowd loves the bluegrass.
See, that's
you know?
really cool about
That's awesome.
Wyoming that I didn't notice until I started doing this music, because South Dakota doesn't really have any areas where it's like, oh yeah, Belle Fourche is a real bluegrass town.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't happen, but here in Wyoming, you were just saying in Landon,
Lander.
yeah. That's the first time I've heard of that. That's more than we already have in the Black Hills. And then also, you go up to Buffalo any Thursday night at the Occidental Hotel, and this has been going on for like 30 years. They have a bluegrass jam,
Yep.
and it's so cool. Like I went and watched one because it's just all the old timers and all the kids that are learning that already sound like the old timers. Like they sound like they got just freshly recorded on vinyl. It's
Okay, and
in
then
the
there's
40s.
in Kimmer every summer. It's a Blue Mountain festival. It's in Kimmer, Wyoming, and it's a bluegrass fest. A bunch of bands, like 2 days long or
Yeah.
something like that.
Well, even like you go up to Ten Sleep, which is a
There you
town of
go.
200. You got Jalon Crossland,
Yep.
who is like a finger picking champion.
Yep.
They're just
That's a one-man traveling power force. And then the Two Tracks, which are another folk group
Yep.
from Sheridan, they've been number one, or they've been in the top 10 Americana charts a few times, and now they're currently in Dubai at the U.S. World Expo.
Whoa.
U.S. Expo
Yes.
going on in Dubai, like playing this band from Wyoming. That's just like folk
That's out of
jazz.
control.
It's like this. Wyoming's got something that a lot of people know of yet. I guess actually, I think they're starting to pick up on it. I saw like Orville Peck came through at the Casper Beacon.
Yeah.
Like I never thought I'd ever see like a gay cowboy with a fringe mask playing in Casper. Wyoming.
Right.
It's cool.
Yeah.
There's a scene.
We got a question from one of the fans here. He said, "This is Brandon Oban. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for the comment. Did you guys ever play any other genre?" He says, "I know a lot of bands started off completely different than they are. When you started playing music, what was the ultimate goal?"
As far as the Cottonwood Boys, I mean, Tom and I both come from extremely diverse backgrounds.
Yeah.
So we both went to school. We both played jazz and like orchestral, like classical music. I played in like full symphonies for 4 years,
Cool.
and then
I did
now
a
like
percussion thing in symphonies for 4 years.
yeah. So like we have a very varied background. But as far as the Cottonwood Boys go,
We set out to do folk and bluegrass, I'd say, with this group.
yeah, folk bluegrass. We just wanted to tell
Happy
stories.
music. And yeah, storytelling music.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like-
cool.
And it's like a whole nother world of technical, like, know-how.
Yeah.
Bluegrass playing versus country playing versus blues versus jazz. I mean, everything
I would.
has a different language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, there were three things. It was, I want to just travel light and make money quick. And this band is really good at that. I wanted to be able to play songs that I had written that were like far more, I'd say, like meaningful to me.
Right.
And far more like storytelling that just wouldn't fit in either the country band that I write music for or in like, me as a solo artist, I'm more like pop, soul music. Like I call it mountain soul. But I didn't have songs that fit in either of those, so I wanted to make a group where I could tell stories about, some miner that was killed over a silver claim, or like, growing, or
Heck yeah.
my hometown in Iowa, stuff like that.
It's a good outlet for that.
Yeah, it'd be a good outlet. Like when you go to a brewery and there's 2 acoustic guitar players, people are going to latch onto that story far quicker than I think anything that you could necessarily put out in any pop genre. So it was those. Make money, travel fast, travel
light.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Write music, and then finally just wanted to brush up on acoustic guitar playing.
Some good picking.
Perfect.
Into a new element because bluegrass, it has its own lingo.
Right.
And it's
crazy.
You get it different to me as a listener and a person that goes to a heavy metal concert and a rap show and whatever. Bluegrass show, people are so much more together, in my opinion.
Do you guys know any bluegrass in Seattle? We had a comment.
Oh, yeah.
No, we would like to know.
Yeah, we never have, but there is no boundary in which
We'd
the
like to
Cottonwood
complain
Boys
Seattle
cannot
too.
That'd be cool.
cross legally or illegally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always thought bluegrass was. Every time, the first time I ever went to go do the security thing, I'm like, yeah, bluegrass, whatever. I'm metal, had skateboarder, listen to techno, And I went there, and it took me one day, and I was like, dude, this is the shit.
Well, it's like
my dad played it all the time, or listened to it all the time.
It's a
Growing
genre
up. Still
that's-
does.
It's never gone away.
Yeah.
Well,
Ever.
I feel that
Not once.
with Tom and I, we haven't really set out to figure out what we would call our genre
Right.
because there's so many different things that it touches on. But also, like musicians these days are just being musicians and just
Right.
playing music and telling stories and just more focused on putting something out rather than trying to be pigeonholed in anything specific.
Categorized.
Right.
We are this versus
Right.
that.
Like we're music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Just
I mean,
music,
there's good
man.
and bad at everything too. Literally everything.
Like Miley Cyrus, pop star, but now she's gone full Joan Jett,
Yeah.
rock and roll, and
Yeah.
her new albums. Lady Gaga now does jazz a lot. She's doing
she's
residencies in Las Vegas and singing with Tony Bennett.
MGK does pop punk.
Yeah, acting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in The Dirt.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty sweet movie.
Mm-hmm. None of that actually happens, though.
I know.
To normal musicians.
You guys aren't like that, huh?
No,
Damn.
I mean,
No.
sure.
just the sniffing fire ants.
Yeah.
Other than that,
We can get down on some fire ants.
other than that, we're dedicated, devout churchgoers. Never drink.
We bring our
Perfect.
Bibles with us on the road.
Good. Spread the message.
Did you say you bring your buttholes with you?
Yeah, our buttholes.
Okay.
Our Bibles. Our buttholes.
Bibles and buttholes.
Yep.
Traveling light.
That's an next tour. Bibles and buttholes.
Traveling light.
Cover all your bases.
That's amazing. What else we got? Hey, you guys had questions for us, huh? Something, didn't you? I thought.
Oh yeah, well, you already mentioned the worst thing you drank. I think that was the only one I had. Now that I think about it.
Oh, okay.
So other
Perfect.
than us, who's
Awkward.
your favorite people that you've ever had on
Oh,
the
hey, I
show?
got that button.
Oh, perfect.
Man, that could have been hit.
I need that a lot. Yeah, man. Here, I'll get it.
Yeah, and then
What's
You guys are too accommodating. You're still kind of
what's the vision? What's the vision of Three Wheel Bicycle? What are you guys doing for the community and for for the arts? That sounded very interrogative. What are you doing for arts?
Yeah.
Prove yourself.
What's your contribution?
Yeah.
I guess to try to help out.
Cheers. Oh, yeah, I should pray.
Local scene. Cheers.
Good.
Cheers.
He's over here talking about
King,
the local
king.
scene, guys. Prost.
Here's
Sorry.
the local scene.
Yeah, local scene. Heck yeah.
But yeah, just try to help people out, with the advertising thing, and hopefully, my goal is hopefully people that listen to this will go click those links and actually, you know what I mean, check you guys out, you know what I mean, shit like that. That's what I did, man.
Fighting good fight.
Yeah,
Spreading a good word.
yeah.
Well, Tom, you said something a few gigs back to me
Said
about
a lot of things, Clayton.
when you're blasted, you say good things.
Oh, wow. Good.
There was you said one thing about, it's like, well, what I like about music is that we're doing something that isn't harmful.
Right.
It doesn't leave a trace only to people really that like it.
Right.
The Cottonwood Boys, especially, we're new
It's
enough
funny
that we
how-
don't have haters yet. Like, we haven't ruined anyone's lives over a song. But he said something like that, how, like, we're doing something
It's the
that
least
at least-
evil thing.
Yeah,
One of
that's
the least
it.
evil things a person can do.
That's the quote.
Make music. Yeah,
That's the freerism I was waiting for.
yeah.
I like freeism.
Yeah, you got another good question.
The freerism.
Have you guys considered doing a cover? And if so, which Wu-Tang song is it?
That'd be
Get back
amazing.
on that one. That's a tough question.
I mean, I can't. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the one that had the best like scooping harmonies and banjo.
Cream. Yeah, you figured it out, guaranteed. I can
We'll
I
learn it
can
for
hear
tonight.
it now. I can hear it now.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we do a lot of covers right now, and I think the best one, I think my favorite thing, and this hopefully doesn't spoil the show for anyone that's going to come out tonight, but our last song we played, "Feel Like Making Love."
My bad.
Oh,
And we
nice.
started like, you
Nice.
guys strap on your seatbelts because it's about to get rough. This is our last song. Thanks for coming out, and we just come in like, darling.
Nice.
About you.
All nice and mellow and
It's
sweet
like-
and soft.
Him and I
Heck yeah.
were pretty much laughing the whole time through the first part because we know where it's going, and everyone's like, "Is this seriously the last song?" And it's
Perfect.
just so nice and chill. And we get to the chorus, and it turns into just like boom, 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 like a total banjo, like bluegrass thing. And
I'm
go to
pretty
Shred Town
stoked.
and have a
I'm pretty
duel.
stoked now. Hell yeah.
It's probably the wildest
That'd be
cover
fun.
we do. I don't
Hopefully you
think we
guys
do
just
anything
play
about it.
outside too. That'd be amazing.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to get
It's so
shout-outs
nice
to
out.
other bands, but one of the bands we got to hang out with before that did stuff like that, like the Jam After, and they're like getting Snoop Dogg and for all kinds of. It was like, dude, this is the shit. Like, yeah, I love this. This is
Yeah.
a cool fucking place to be.
Yeah.
We need to release a cover of something.
We've had so many bands on here too. Like he had asked earlier what our favorite band was. It's really hard to say, man. We've had so many and they're all so great. And like that's what it is, you know. Kind of building off of what he was saying. That's what the whole point of the show is. Here's some free advertising. Keep the music scene alive in this town, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's really, really killing it right now. It's amazing. The music scene's off the charts in this town right now, but has a history of ebbing and flowing really bad. Like there's a point where it's super dead. There's no freaking music at all forever.
Yeah.
And then it just started blowing up and like it was getting huge before COVID. That shut everything
Yeah.
down, but now it's come back tenfold. It's crazy. Like I was saying, every weekend there is music in this town.
That's great.
I wonder if I just thought to myself, but I've seen that in so many towns where, I think what happens is that as the music scene gets bigger around a few bands in the area, you might have, 5 or 6 bands that are super solid that are playing everywhere all around.
Yeah.
I think everyone else sees how good those venues are doing, and then they bring like another venue in. Like, I should open one up. And so suddenly you have this 5 or 6 bands that are really good, but you have now another venue. So eventually you have like, say 10 in an area that are all trying to do music every single weekend.
Right.
That means like every weekend, someone's suffering. And I think that as you get more venues, I think what happens is if the same bands are still playing them and venues don't put the money down to bring real solid entertainment in, then it eventually, it's this, you're just seeing less of the same bands you liked at more
Right.
places.
I see what you're saying.
I think maybe that's why you see the ebb and flow, like venues closing and coming
Yeah.
back. It's total speculation. I could be
Perfect.
wrong,
No, that
but
is.
That's
I
actually-
absolutely-
That's probably actually one.
80% of
Yeah.
what the problem is.
Yeah.
We have a couple places around here. We just had Soulfly in town, and
Nice.
311 will
but
be
there's
here.
only a couple
Sweet.
places
Omaha.
that'll get
Just Omaha.
those
Yep.
people.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes
Like the Gaslight.
all the other people.
Who's playing at the
Well, then we gotta.
There's a lot.
I don't know.
I've seen like Parker McCollum play there. I haven't seen anybody say that he played through their Hairball, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Hairball.
Pretty
Blue
big
Oyster
bands.
Cult,
Yeah.
Struggle Jennings. There's a bunch of them coming
Yeah.
up there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's not a very big club, is it?
Oh,
Huh?
That's not a very big room, is it?
It's a pretty decent
So,
sized
is it-
bar.
They got an
for sure.
outside deal.
Yeah, and they got an outside that's
Yeah.
pretty big.
It have-
It's
those-
pretty
Those
big.
are pretty big.
I mean, it's not huge, but it's big enough.
Yeah. Cool.
They'll pack a house and there's a lot of people.
That's so-
Shout out to Gaslight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I've played in Wyoming before plenty of times as like a solo person doing a lot of the music that him and I do. But like a couple places, I like up in Sheridan, like Luminous Brewing. I've never played there, but they got a really cool stage and they're always having music. And then there's Born in a Barn Festival, which happens in Sheridan. It's on this lady's ranch. And it's a 2-day festival.
I've heard about that, actually.
It's really cool. You got to make it up there because they got this shady area in the ranch where there's a stage and there's food trucks in a semicircle around it.
Sweet.
And like drink trucks and whatnot so you can, get your fix. And you walk around the rest of the property and there's tents where people are selling everything from furniture to guitars to bolo ties, homemade candles, cool shirts. Like it's everything that you could probably want in 2 days of just being outside on a ranch in Wyoming. And it's right outside of Sheridan. Definitely, that's worth checking.
Cool. Oh yeah, Sheridan's great. You should definitely go check out Lander, man. They have like an outdoor stage thing. It's pretty cool. And like, I think they have a little bluegrass thing in that town now during the summer thing. Remember, right? Or the Lander Brew Fest, and I think they have all the music.
Well, I know we're trying to...
you should definitely check it out. Play a show there.
We're trying to do some of the more folk-centered things because we write a lot of songs, but you also got to be around those people, Like in any profession, if you got to make connections, you got to hang out, and people got to know about you. So I entered a bunch of our songs into a few different folk festivals like Kerrville and submitted a bunch of songwriting contests and stuff. So hopefully something comes of that so we can start finding these little scenes everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will.
You gotta put it out in the universe.
Right.
Ask, you shall receive,
Good
brother.
shit.
You're right. I should think about that.
Yes. Ask, you shall receive.
Yeah.
All right. So, the Casper Artist Collective. I joined that group. Rachel and Bob from the other podcast, Sunday Brunch. Hey, you should really, do this. Well, I fucking did. And when I first moved to Casper in 2010, my sister was always like, "You get your artwork at Nicholas and da. It's like, yeah, whatever. And I fucking did it.
Dude, you flipped that switch in your brain.
Yeah. Make it happen.
In the music industry, I know Tom and I can probably talk at end about this and just sound like crotchety, old, grumpy ass, like old bitches. But when you're talking about the music industry, there's so many people that shouldn't really be there that like don't have the skills that people that should be in the music industry have.
Right.
Like I don't want to prioritize school or nothing, but like musicians like Tom and I have like a history and theory and just like a comprehensive background in music, which is why we can go play in a symphony and also go play bluegrass music at a brewery.
That's
like,
amazing.
It's really fun, but there's a lot of people that can just sing and they're a pretty face, and by that, I've signed some contracts with shows that I was going to be on that I ended up not getting cast for, where like pretty much they say like we're going to make you into whatever image we want. Yeah. We're going to say whatever we want about you, just like the drama.
Make up your own background, your own backstory.
And it's like you got to have good social media, and like we'll dress you all up and stuff. And so there's all these people that are in the music industry that don't deserve to be there. But the difference is those are the people that said, I may not be qualified, but I'm going to do it. Yeah. I'm going to figure it out.
Fuck yeah, man.
I think that's a big problem with a lot of like musicians that are just like forming bands. Pretty new to it, is that they spend a lot of time like worrying about doing things and going for it, when some people that honestly shouldn't go for it are the ones saying, "Fuck it, I'm going to go for it and do it." Right. It's like if you go and ask, you get an answer versus someone that doesn't ask a question at all. Yeah. So I think like you were saying, that's the difference. Like you got to one day be like, "I'm going to do it. I don't care if I'm ready or not."
Right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's fucking awesome. For sure.
Tough industry.
So many good vibes.
You guys didn't know a bunch of cover-old greasy bastards when they're coming here and just spit truth.
I thought you were here to change oil and shit, man.
Coming over like, yeah, we played bluegrass a little bit. He broke the string 4 years ago and learned how to go without it.
Perfect.
Good. And that's Clayton for you.
Nice.
But no, what you were saying though, you know what I mean? As far as like, I don't know, even like with these two motherfuckers, you know what I mean? And my wife, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just me, you know what I mean? Y'all motherfuckers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
shit too, you know what I mean? And you're like driven too, you know what I mean? It's fun. Just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I love
You
it.
gotta
It's
be.
good vibes everywhere.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, it's a very motivational episode.
With
No-
the Cottonwood Boys.
It's far less
That's
hot
right.
chips.
Cheers.
Yeah, and no freaking hot chips, which is amazing.
To getting what
Ting,
we
ting, ting.
want, but hopefully not what we deserve.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck yeah. To you guys, to us guys, to all.
To doing the thing.
Yeah,
Make it happen.
Trying to do
being cool.
If you're ever in Rapid City, go record music with Tom Freer at Cottonwood Studios.
Let's do it.
He has
Okay, spit some
Yeah,
spit
man.
some beats,
the
man.
world's first hempcrete studio.
Yeah.
Cool.
The studio I'm moving into soon. It'll
Nice.
Be, yeah, world's first hempcrete sound.
That's
and,
amazing.
room insulated. Mm-hmm.
It's like being inside of a cinder block, like
Marijuana.
in terms of
Is it Delta 8?
yeah, in terms of just like
No, it's
how
not.
solid it is. It's like if you shrunk me and put me in a cinder block, what it would sound like to be in that cinder block. And then slap it, you know.
It's really cool
Right.
though. It really is. It's totally sustainable too.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm gonna hit you up. Let's go through there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
You
while.
should. You
but-
should.
You're about to.
Well, you guys are where?
Oh yeah, you will on the way back.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're in Scottsbluff
I gotta go
Yeah,
to Texas
we
go
can
home.
see
Scott's Bluff.
because we're close enough to drive home that night, and we got women at home that probably are gonna be missing us by then. Sorry, everyone that was watching and was hoping. I realized 2 men in coveralls are
He's taken.
So attractive.
yeah. Wow, they look like they could really paint my house in a week or
And
less.
change my tires.
That's fucking funny.
Serve me some lemonade.
Hilarious.
The other thing, I forgot. The Comic Con is June 25th to 26th.
Denver?
No, it's
No,
here.
here.
Yep.
Really?
Like the
No, it's
Hey,
it's
Yeah.
fourth
cool.
year.
That's awesome.
Fourth year.
It is pretty
Every
cool.
year.
You guys
We
going?
will be down.
oh yeah, he always has a booth every year with his artwork and
That's
stuff.
awesome.
So-
Dude, it's such
Hell
fun.
Yeah, man.
Just like, wow, like wild out, real crazy. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
gotta be professional a little bit, but
Sure.
it's fun to get drunk, and you know what I mean? Just all your buddies. There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I believe it's like you got to be
Like
work and
minded
play.
Yeah.
Like 100% able to do business and just be like, I'm a good business person. I respect my craft. I respect my art. And then you can also go down to the bar when all that is done and be a total jackass.
You don't want to take things too seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I try not
what's
to
up,
drink
Travis?
during
You
gigs
like
because
my
I have
shirt,
that
buddy?
thing.
Hell yeah.
I was just gonna say shout out.
Yeah, shout out to the Shivers. They play tonight. This is a local band, so
Cool.
punk rock band.
I like that logo. It looks kind of like the Mummy.
Yeah,
Like those guard guys from The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
It's like Eddie from Iron Maiden.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
hell
I
yeah,
got an Eddie vibe out of it. It's
Yeah.
cool.
it's cool. They're a badass
The
band.
Shivers?
Yeah, they play tonight
Did you
too.
guys remember when you played Tony Hawk's, like any of the Pro Skater games?
Oh, yeah, duh.
And you could do the cheat code to play as
I had it.
Eddie.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
I
yep.
remember
Daisy
Dave
Duke.
Harris Pro Style BMX, and you can enter the code to be the Slim Jim man.
That's amazing.
Yep. That's the first time I ever heard Sublime too. Was that video game?
There's so much good music on that.
Yeah.
That
What?
Goldfinger song on the first one, every time it comes on, they could drop it into the warehouse.
Wow.
Superman.
Taking it back.
When you hear the horns, it's time to board.
Yep.
I'm messing with that flight simulator game. It's pretty cool, but it takes forever. Oh,
Pro Skater 4 turned me on to AC/DC. Actually,
Ooh.
I think they had TNT on it.
I actually can't stand AC/DC.
Wait, was that one?
I like what they
I'm
did
not
for
a big fan
music.
of it, but like
but-
that was the first time I ever been exposed to AC/DC.
Really?
Was Tony Hawk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Weird.
intro.
Yeah.
It's AC. It's a TNT
Yeah.
with Bon Scott.
Yeah. man.
Yeah, and they go through all the skaters, and you didn't know how to skip it yet, so you sit there just watching these skateboarders.
Mhm.
Or like I watched it because I wanted to learn the moves they were doing.
My
Right.
parents listened to that
Yeah.
when I was
I was gonna say the first time I heard AC/DC was Maximum Overdrive, dude. Remember that movie?
yeah. Yes,
For all
I
those
did.
machines.
I heard it growing up. with my parents. My parents love music. I don't
Well,
like
yeah,
it. I appreciate what they've done for music. I love what they've done.
Did anyone here skateboard?
Right.
Yes, I was a skater.
You know,
I still
All
skate.
right, well, okay, maybe with BMX bikers and skateboarders, who's your favorite skateboarder?
Ooh,
Paul Rodriguez.
Paul Rodriguez, yeah.
God.
And Chet Thomas.
I liked Bucky Lassick quite a bit growing up, and then God, nowadays, who the hell is that dude? Oh my God,
Rodney Mullen.
Rodney Mullen definitely. Rodney Mullen is definitely one of them.
Man.
Yeah, Rodney Mullen is up there.
Rodney Mullen was my idol.
Yeah.
He'd be like, you see that video of him in like the real little shorts and the tall socks for like 5 minutes of just street stuff where he never touched
Nigel
the ground
Houston.
once.
Nigel Houston is my favorite right now. That dude is amazing.
Yeah, I haven't been watching stuff lately.
I see it all the time on my feed.
But
I actually went skating with my son today for about an hour. First time since winter. Like, it's nice. We're going skating right now.
Do it.
Right now.
I got out skateboarding in college, and then I started longboarding.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I've done some dumb shit.
I can't.
That was a bad life decision, man. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I know. I'm just joking.
I can make it happen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So stupid.
Us tall guys, I don't know. Skateboarding's kind of tough. We got a lot of gravity working against us.
Right.
My son's all tall and lanky.
Really? I'm twiggy too, so so I watch things to break.
Yeah.
That's my deal. If I get hurt, I can't go to work. So I just don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I do it, and if I get hurt, it's my fault, so I go to work.
Yeah.
Right. Well, no, I'm kind of fat, so I get hurt bad.
Now, if we break our wrists, we can't play. So,
Dude, that's what keeps me
Right.
sometimes from, I'll want to go up to Terry Peak and go snowboarding, and then, I'll almost be motivated to plan the time I'm going to go. Then I think some little voice in the back of my head says, that's the time you're going to break your wrist. Like, good luck there, tall guy, when you can't use your fingers every single time. Like, I've never hurt my hand.
Well, then you can be a drummer.
I've never.
You only got to have one arm to be.
Dude, I'm already a bassist. You just got to be able to hit the thing with something.
Yeah.
Something
What has 9 arms and sucks real bad? Def Leppard.
Def Leppard sucks.
Oh, I gave Corbin one of those. Remember that last night? I gave him a hashtag fuck Jeff Dillon.
Yeah, that's I forgot about that.
He's coming to Rapid City here pretty soon.
Yeah.
He still performs.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, in his pop bench.
That's awesome. Well, that was like 10 years ago that he really hit it, at least, right?
Yeah.
He's doing following what is that redneck comedy tour pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jeff Foxworthy and Bill Engvall and Ron White and Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, I kind of assume, I just think of all those guys in the same category.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
The blue collar team.
Yep.
Jeff Dunham, too. He seems like blue
He
collar.
is.
Cheesy, appropriate comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah.
Friendly.
Yeah.
Ron White's a little edgy.
Yeah, Ron White's
He's the funniest one of them all, in my opinion.
Yeah.
By far.
Jeff Foxworthy wasn't funny at all. It's just some dude reading a T-shirt, pretty much.
I concur.
Ron
So that
White,
reminds me of.
well, Ron White reminds me of a guy that, when I was bartending, would be the kind of guy that would just walk in and you'd ask him, "How was your day, Ron?" and he'd go off. And that's that's a Ron White bit.
Yep.
It's just someone at the bar like, "This shit happened, and then this happened."
Yep.
And I was drunk.
Well, yeah, that's why I think it's funny as hell.
Just how turned up he gets.
That's why I was raised around all them.
I guess when
All
he
kinds of tuned up.
did a show here or whatever, he was so fucked up that he just quit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I've been to the point of no return during a gig only one time, but even then I was able to rein it in. You get to that point where if I have one more drink, or even 5 minutes from now, the stuff that hasn't processed yet, I'm not gonna be able to do this show. And you just gotta stop there and have this out of body zen moment.
Right.
You see, the character splits, and then you're looking at yourself get it together. That sort of thing.
It's like 8 Mile when he's in the bathroom looking in the mirror getting pumped before he goes on stage.
Yeah, exactly. It's that. Yeah, it's that moment. You got one shot.
Yeah.
Not Mr. Chance.
Mom spaghetti.
Yeah, Mom's spaghetti.
Because you're one drink away from nailing the solo, or going to jail.
Right. That's
I was
amazing.
gonna say, when you were talking about how there were people that were like don't belong in the music industry, that like get there or whatever. So I was watching that American Song Contest or whatever, and Ryan Charles is on there. Well, he's from Wyoming. Do you know how many other people that are already famous are on that fucking show?
That's what I was hearing.
Me off. Hear it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, come on now. You guys already fucking got your shit. Like,
Yep.
this is their one shot. You know?
Well, it's a very interesting, especially coming from the music that Tom and I listen to, like or at least for this band, like we listen to a lot of Townes Van Zandt. We listen to Doc Watson.
Wow, I know.
Nice.
Bob Dylan. I'm my favorite songwriter is Slade Cleaves, and he's from Montana, or not Montana, Maine. Now he lives in Texas, but he's written some of like my favorite songs I've ever heard. So like those are the songwriters. Like when for us that are musicians, when you hear a songwriter, I think of that, the Bob Dylans, the Doc Watson.
Right.
Even Taylor Swift, she's a songwriter. I think of that sort of thing. I don't think of like
Tom Waits.
Snoop Dogg or not Mariah Carey, Carrie Underwood. I don't necessarily think of those people when I think of a songwriter, which is why that show is like it confuses me as guests.
Right.
Yep.
It's misleading.
Yeah. Most definitely.
I mean, it makes sense because like Snoop penned lyrics, so obviously like he's got the reputation there, and like definitely no hate on Snoop. I fucking love Snoop Dogg. It's just like when me as a musician,
You think of songwriting.
yeah, like someone that like
true songwriting in the form.
like the people that go down to Nashville and write songs for the country, even if they're pushing out country hits that are often sometimes like pandering blue collar stuff, still they're like that's still a songwriter.
For sure.
I think of like the people that go to Kerrville or they go to Newport, all the folk festivals.
The Chris Christophersons.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
upcoming Chris Christophersons.
Tom Waits is a very big.
Yeah.
That dude wrote so many songs.
I love Tom Waits.
He wrote so many songs for so many people. It'd blow your mind if you never knew.
Yeah.
It.
Tom Waits could walk into the room and write you a love story between the ashtray and the soda machine.
Right.
Like he's so good at capturing like the seedy parts and whatnot.
Yeah.
I love Tom Waits, especially later gravelly voice Tom Waits.
Yeah.
Right.
Tom Waits for what?
Oh,
Nice.
Tom waits for no man.
Oh, where is the rim shot? Oh, I got it.
Even better.
Bang. Bang, bang.
See, I was kind of hoping folks out there that are watching, we love talking about music because it's our job and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's like also sometimes just get sideswiped by random questions. So that question you've been wondering this whole time that you haven't asked because you're not sure if we want to talk music or not, throw some of those in there. Dude, I love in interviews more than talking music. Just like stupid shit. Like, all right, you can choose mayonnaise or mustard.
What's it gonna be?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Ready to go.
It's like it's a different part of the brain.
Yeah.
Different part of the brain. So yeah, throw them our way.
What's your
Anyone out there
favorite
watching?
fucking dinner to have your mom cook?
Oh, to have my mom cook.
My grandma used to make some badass goulash, but that's not my mom. My mom made what's the Irish dish? The cabbage
Corned beef
and
cabbage?
yeah. This year for St. Patty's Day, my mom made some badass corned beef.
Oh,
and
yeah.
cabbage. Never had it before. Ooh, Lord.
I was like, to throw back to the 8 Mile reference, I always liked my mom's spaghetti, but it always had this like, I don't want to say sweetness, but she'd throw just a little bit of brown sugar into the sauce when she was making it to give it just like, it kind of cut the acidity a little bit, give it more flavor. I remember that's probably my favorite. Or she makes this chicken kale almond pizza, which is like, wow, that sounds like some California eating right there, but it's hearty and good.
Sounds good.
Right.
It's
It
like
does sound
Midwestern
good.
style.
What about you guys?
Shoot, I'd go with my mom's enchiladas. They're pretty darn good.
Really?
Stacked or rolled up?
They're stacked.
Yeah.
So good.
Whoa, what? Hold on. Might be stacked versus rolled? Like,
Yeah. So like sometimes, they're rolled up in the tortilla,
Yeah,
lined on the pan, covered in sauce.
that's all I've
Hers
ever
are
seen.
stacked like lasagna layers.
What?
You know.
That's amazing. I didn't know that was a thing because I've
Yeah.
only ever had it rolled.
Yeah, see? Yep.
That's awesome.
Way good.
Man, I'm hungry.
Yeah, there's some fries right there, man.
Mine would have to be my mom's lasagna.
It's always the stacked things. The moms just stack things well.
They do.
That or tater tot hot
Lasagna,
dish. I love
hot
that.
dishes, towels,
What's your hidden talent?
responsibilities. What's that?
Do you guys have any hidden talents? It's from the
We got
audience.
no
member.
Stevie's.
Oh, yeah,
every
sorry.
month.
I skipped that. I'm bad.
Probably, I like roast.
Yeah, pot roast.
Like pot roast.
fucking
Yeah.
grandparents used to make
Yeah,
that
dude.
shit so bomb. And that beef gravy.
Yeah. What's the weakest veggie in a pot roast?
Carrots.
Celery always.
Yeah.
People throw celery in it? Ugh.
If it's in there.
If celery is in the recipe, that's the weakest part.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it just
What
like
about
turns
Hollands?
into mush and takes.
It's just never
the
good.
flavors.
Also, they taste like Sharpies to me.
Celery sucks.
There's like some people think
Have you had a
cilantro tastes like soap.
It's like,
I've had pot roast with corn in it before, and then I would say the corn was weakest because it doesn't take out any flavor. It just still tastes like corn.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that shit? That fucking meme I showed you the other day. Dove candy does not taste like Dove soap.
yeah. Yeah.
What a bummer.
Why did the deer cross where the deer crossing sign is? Just move the sign.
Yeah.
Well, Jake, since you asked it, what's your hidden talent?
I don't have one. I was trying to think.
Skateboarding.
I mean, I
Good
skateboard.
interview questions.
I skateboard, but that's about it, I guess.
I can play the spoons
Ooh, nice. That's amazing.
Dude, Tom learned how to play the spoons a week ago.
in Denver. Yep.
Cool. On the sidewalk?
No, in the band house.
I can do this.
Wow.
Concentric circles.
It's hard. I guarantee you none of you can.
I don't want to try.
Oh, man. Hold up. Okay, so, like, you
What
go...
are you doing here?
Go in the opposite way. You know the ride that's in the fair? The hammer?
Yeah.
How
Kamikaze?
So-
they go same thing.
So...
I tried explaining that when I was a kid to somebody. It was like, dude, you know
What?
that ride that goes like this? And I'm like, what the hell? So I sat in my room and I
Whoa.
literally practiced it forever.
Wow,
There
that's...
you go. There you go. You got to touch your fingers at
Wow.
the top and the bottom.
Okay, so...
That's the
Well,
secret.
This has been
Jesus,
a lesson.
It's hard.
Well, my hands
Yeah,
my
I'm
hands
getting a
wanna do
headache.
This. They want to go like that.
Right?
One more. Whoa.
That's amazing.
But after you teach your brain how to do it, it's not a thing anymore.
Next time someone is acting, above their weight class, I'm going to tell them to do that. Someone's got bad ego, it's like, oh yeah, you think you're hot shit? Make 2 circles that go opposite directions.
Or you bring your fingers.
That's amazing.
That's what I thought.
2 hits on the left
Yeah.
hand, 1 on the right.
Yeah.
No, they're like,
I
pat
do.
your head and rub your belly. It's like, oh, dude, I got you.
Is that your talent there, Tom? You say spoons?
I like it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Like 1 over here and then 2 over here.
Yeah, that's hard. That is very hard. That's why I quit drumming and music. I played trumpet and everything, and
You can do this shit. You can't
started
play
drumming,
can't
and
play
they were like,
drums.
"Yes, I can," but they wanted me to read the music. I was like, "Dude,
Oh,
drum
yeah.
music is
Yeah.
what? Why do you have all this upside down and flip side?
These aren't words.
Like whatever, dude. I quit this."
What about you? Hidden talent?
I can play spades like a motherfucker.
Hell yeah!
That's cool.
Hell yeah!
When I got my...
Well, it's not hidden. I was gonna say, freaking make some art like a motherfucker.
when I had to do that stupid fucking 7 days for my DUI or whatever, then like everybody was, well, not everybody, but dudes were playing spades or whatever. And me and this one cat, I still talk to him now, and he's one of those dudes that's like, what I mean, all about family. I fucked up, blah blah blah. But anyway, I'm sitting there fucking playing with him, and like, motherfuckers are getting mad because they were losing shit. And I'm like, I seriously don't want anything. I just fucking want to play. But like Brandon was like fucking
Right.
oh, get that milk or fucking whatever.
Playing for commissary.
Yeah.
No, I lost all my commissary. First time I ever went to jail. I lost it all.
Your blanket.
Hated it. I think they were cheating, though. I'm pretty sure they were cheating.
Jail rules.
In Gillette, we would bet like. So if you lost, like I got 5 call outs if you got to stand up against the fucking wall. Motherfuckers get mad about that. Dude. Hey, you fucking wanted to play.
What,
You know?
when dinner comes, you're like,
Yeah. Yep, you'll stand over there.
See, next time you introduce that story, though, you gotta be like, something like, oh, the 7 stupid days, be like, when I was back in the pen,
Yeah. When I was doing hard time,
back in 09, they knew me as the space guy.
had Buddy holding my pocket.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I would have had a camera.
The commissary gambler.
That's funny. That is a pretty good hidden talent. What's yours?
I've seen him make his face real small.
I can do pretty good accents, but I have a lot of good accents and impersonations. Like, give me like a day around someone and I can talk like them.
Cool.
I'll say that, or like I can look at a map and tell you where a railroad used to be.
yeah, that's cool. That's pretty dope.
Huh.
That is cool.
That's like all I used to do in high school with my friends. Is like we had a bunch of abandoned rail lines in our county, and we were bored in Madison County, Iowa, where ain't nothing going on. So like me and my friend Dylan would just look on a map, like, oh, look at how straight this line of trees is
Right.
in a field. And suddenly we became just super good at looking at any map, and we'd be like, yeah, this rail line ran from here to there. Give me 10 minutes and I'll tell you which one, you know.
Right.
Well, you'd be good at finding old gold mines.
You know, I mean, the problem in Black Hills is not finding the gold
Well, not in
mines.
the Black Hills. I mean, everywhere else.
Everywhere else, yeah, probably need more.
Right.
It's not a problem with finding
There's
the gold mines.
A lot of
expensive
old
to
gold
run.
mines here.
My brother's a gold miner.
Yeah?
He owns a stake in Black Hills.
Really?
Goes out there and paints.
I want to go to Alaska.
Cool.
and work. So
That'd
bad.
be cool.
On the gold.
That'd be really rad. It's like fucking hopping trains.
Dude, I follow this guy on
That's what I
TikTok.
do
That's all he
anyway.
does is he hops trains.
Yeah.
And he'll just get on and just sit on top of it. And he's riding through like canyons in Washington, you know, beautiful, like where the trains actually still are useful. And then like he'll just hop off and get a ride home, like from taxi or bus or something. I'm sure he has a job, but like that seems to be what his pastime is.
Isn't that like a federal
Like, you can't
offense
just,
and
you can't
shit?
just ride trains and not have your bills paid.
Yeah.
And have a phone plan.
Oh, shit. I'm sure they don't have Wi-Fi all the way out there.
I'm a free spirit tied down by nothing except my Verizon bill.
Yeah. It looks pretty close.
I need to piss in here.
Bye.
Later.
Later, love you.
Later.
Yeah, love you guys too. Yeah, yeah.
Oh crap. Me too. It's we're at an hour. We can wrap her up if we want to.
That was a good one. If
Yeah.
I didn't have to pee, I would say let's keep going. But
We all do.
Wait, hold on. Are we wrapping it up?
that's
then?
what happens.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah.
We're over an hour though. Yeah, we're at an hour and 10 minutes. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. You guys are great. This has been a hella cool episode. You guys are
It's been a
We
joy.
pretty
slept
rad dudes, man.
This is the kind of hang I used to do all the time in college. I don't like Tom is like my only friend. It seems these days. So like when we're just either playing music or writing music, we're not really hanging like this. So this has been like the stuff I've needed. Just
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that, man.
That's how we used to
That's
hang.
Glad to hear that. That's cool.
That's what
Thanks,
we're
dude.
trying to do.
Hanging in the garage.
even had bush lights like you knew I was from Iowa.
Idiots out wandering about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
I would definitely say, like, before any, goes the plugs that are necessary for our growing, brand. Facebook is facebook.com/Cottonwood Boys. Instagram is @Cottonwood Boys. Cottonwood Boys on all the streaming, purchasing, and pirating services.
Check it out.
Hell yeah.
You know, follow us. The best thing,
Come see a show.
Yeah,
Love
come
to
Yeah,
a
see you
show.
tonight at Blacktooth at
if you
7.
really like it, go to
Yeah.
Bandcamp. You know, if you really like it, go to Bandcamp and pay us some money. And if you like it moderately, listen on Apple Music. And if you just want music in general, go to Spotify
Or the Pirate Bay.
or the
Pirate
Pirate
Bay.
Bay.
Hey, I found you guys' shit on Pandora too.
Sweet.
Rad.
Oh, nice. All right.
It's
Cool.
also on TikTok. If anyone uses it, you know, next time you're twerking, throw "Let Love Grow" by the Cottonwood Boys.
There
on
you go.
Nice.
We'll give you a shout out.
Gotcha.
You're a good twerker. You got someone that
No, I
do it.
don't twerk.
Well, you kind of have
I
to
found
now.
Stevie's other hidden talent.
I do
Yeah,
get,
we're about to find one.
followers and shit, so I'll definitely.
Yeah, we'll get all the social medias and
I gotta
stuff.
take a look.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
cheers,
Thank you guys so
everybody.
much
Thanks,
for
everybody,
being on
for
the show.
tuning
I
in.
love you, America.
Brought to you by Me
Yeah.
Undies.
Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Live.
Thanks, everybody. Tuning in, commenting. Great show.
Yeah. Next week we got Diz Game. Week after Sunday brunch with Bob Ray.
Be a good old time. Thank you, everybody.
Woo, woo, woo.
Whoop.